Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca and today is going to be my very first pregnancy update for baby number 2. If this is somehow your first video here, then definitely go catch up on my other videos. I shared a little bit of stuff during the whole TTC journey. This was quite the journey to get to baby number 2 compared to how easily I got pregnant with number 1. So I do have a little bit of that up. Obviously also our pregnancy announcement. I did document my whole pregnancy with my first child, so there is a playlist if you want to catch up on those. But definitely subscribe because I will be documenting this pregnancy to bring this baby into the world as well. And don't forget to also head over to my Instagram. It is always down below. That's where I am on like a daily basis, so you'll get the most just updates and chat and stuff like that over there, so definitely head over. But we are going to do my very first pregnancy update for this pregnancy for basically the 4 to 8 week span, aka like right when I missed my period to 8 weeks. I did post a video that will be like my 2-week wait video. It should be up before this. That'll encompass ovulation and the 2-week wait. We're starting this at the positive pregnancy test. I'm actually 8.5 weeks right now, so it's so crazy that it's going by very quickly already, which I'm very grateful for. Although I want this pregnancy to not go slow, but I want to just kind of like enjoy it, enjoy the time that I have with just Hayes being the only child, enjoy the pregnancy itself. I'm not rushing to this next baby. I'm just glad that I am pregnant with it, of course. So I have my notes written down. We will start at week 4. There wasn't anything too crazy, except I do remember right after my positive pregnancy test, which would have been right at about 4 weeks, I had really severe cramping for like a 24-hour period, and I have no idea what it was. It was really painful, like to the point where it kind of felt like contraction-like, and I'd have to like hunch over and it would come in waves, and it really freaked me out. It was like the day after I got my positive pregnancy test, and it really scared me right away, thinking it was going to be a miscarriage, obviously, because it was painful, and I have a very good pain tolerance, and it was painful, and it lasted from like one evening all the way until like probably mid the next day, but then it went away. So then at 4 weeks and 4 days and 4 weeks and 6 days, I went to do my beta draws. So my HCG was 225, and then it went to 586. So my HCG does start out low. I'm not one of those people that it like quadruples in 2 days. I wasn't like that with Hayes either, but it more than doubled in the 48 hours between draws, so that really helped me feel good going into the next days, because I did have a chemical pregnancy a couple of months ago, and then we struggled after that for quite a few months to conceive this baby, so I definitely was just stressed out on the aspect of good chemical pregnancy. But seeing them double felt really good. And then starting in week 6, I had on and off spotting multiple times on multiple different days, and of course that freaks you out too. I usually didn't have cramping with it. If anything, I always get round ligament pain very early in pregnancy, but I didn't really have specifically like cramping with it, but I just had occasional very, very, very light pink spotting, which I was basically just told if I wasn't bleeding, then you just ride it out. There's nothing you can do. So I did have that. It was on and off throughout like week 5 and 6, just kind of here and there, and then it has been gone ever since, so hopefully it doesn't come back. Let's see, fatigue started out in week 6 for sure. I'll talk about it a little later, but it's gotten way worse. But basically 7 weeks even, I had my first ultrasound. I went to an elective boutique because I wanted to tell my mom that weekend, because I knew that as symptoms set in, I needed to tell her so that she can help me with my child that I already have, who was only 1. So we went and I measured, I did an abdominal scan, and I measured 6 weeks and 5 days, which is pretty perfect for being 7 weeks, because I am a late implanter and I also get my positive test a little bit later than a lot of people. So So it was just about what I thought it would be. And the heart rate was 128 at, when I was measuring 6 weeks, 5 days. At 7 weeks, it was 128. And then, let's see, I have already started having my first food cravings by now between week 7 and 8. With Hayes, I really didn't crave a whole lot of stuff outside of Takis, watermelon, and strawberry poppy seed salad from Panera. I ate that so much when I was pregnant with him because I was pregnant through the summer. This one, I'm definitely feeling bad cravings a little bit more. I have craved fast food a lot more, and I'm going to try to be very good about that and not have a ton of Chick-fil-A all the time, of course, but I've definitely craved it more. I haven't been the very best in the very beginning of this pregnancy, but I'm going to work on it because I do try to live a healthy lifestyle. We walk every single day, but I haven't had the best cravings yet. And then another thing that I wrote down for kind of between week 7 and 8 is I've been trying to kind of distance myself a little bit from social media, just because October is Infant Loss Awareness Month, and I am obviously in the motherhood niche of social media. So everyone I follow is mothers, and you know, the communities that I'm in is mothers, and I've just been seeing so much loss, which is one of those weird things where it's like, I'm so happy that people talk about it and put that out there, and it's amazing, but it definitely can have a negative impact on your own thoughts when you're in an early stage of pregnancy. So I kind of felt myself feeling kind of negative. So I've just kind of distanced myself a little bit from actually like scrolling social media, just so I can kind of stay positive, because I'm still, you know, a little over halfway through my first trimester. I usually, after my first trimester, I can feel way better about everything, but your whole first trimester, you're gonna worry a little bit more, especially because I have crampy first trimesters. This one is crampy, just like it was my first pregnancy, and especially having like the spotting and just stuff like that. I definitely just distance from seeing so much of that at this point in time, although I'm very happy that people are talking about their losses and stuff. And then I wrote this down for yesterday. I'm 8 weeks and 3 days today, but I wrote down yesterday that my nausea has officially started. It officially started yesterday. I don't get severe anything in pregnancy, at least not with my first pregnancy, and this one seems the same. So I will say, if morning sickness truly is an indicator of gender, which I know that it's not, it totally depends on the person, but if it is for me, this will be another boy, because I'm still just about the same as I was in my last pregnancy. I think my worst week for like my mild nausea was through week 8 with Hayes, and we'll see if that rings true here. I got very nauseous yesterday for a little bit, but it's not that bad for me. When I say it, I never want to sound like I'm complaining, because it's very tolerable for me. I have a lot of really good ways that I deal with it. It doesn't affect me being able to like live my life. So, and usually I'll just like take a shower or something. So like yesterday morning after breakfast, I got really nauseous for a little bit. So that was kind of my worst day so far, but we'll see. So it's not too bad so far though, but it's definitely started. So like that symptom is there, and I just kind of have a very mild nausea pretty much all day long. It kind of is the worst before bed most days, but again, it's not severe. It's just like a mild feeling. But what is more severe is my fatigue, and it was like that with my first pregnancy as well, so I am not surprised, but my fatigue is pretty bad. I especially don't get to sleep in anymore because I have a 1-year-old. So we're up early, which is okay, I'm used to it, but I definitely kind of crash by like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I get so tired. I literally actually tried to take a nap like 2 days ago, which I'm not a good napper, but that's how tired I was. So I had like a 2-hour span of time where I was just miserably tired. So the fatigue part is where it's a little harder, but the baby does see my mom most days, so that is a great help, having other people that can kind of play with him and keep him busy, because he's just not a kid who will lounge on the couch and watch a movie with me. He has to be entertained. The only reason I can even film this video is because he's taking a nap. So yeah, that is where we are. But yeah, so I will insert a belly shot right here. I took my 8-week belly shot the other day, so I'll insert that at the end here. But those are all of my symptoms and just kind of how pregnancy is going for week 4 to 8. By the time you guys see this, I'll probably be in week 11 or 12 of pregnancy. So in just a few days here, you'll probably see like the second half of my first trimester. I'll do an update and I'll put it up, and then we'll be more into real time of like my current weeks, of course. But I wanted to get this filmed before I forgot what the first part of my pregnancy was like. Alright, but that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you're pregnant or if you're trying to get pregnant. I love following other people's journeys as well. But definitely subscribe for more to watch this pregnancy unfold. And yeah, that's about it. So I will see you guys in my next video.